From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Arnab Goswami on The Debate at 9. Powered by General Air Conditioners and Century Ply.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're healthy, safe, that you're home, and that you're with us, all of us together, that we are together in this fight. My dear viewers, we have seen a very dangerous new trend emerge in India in the last few days, especially where there are brutal attacks on policemen and doctors. And no, please don't think I'm overstating anything. These are not isolated instances, so please don't tell me that. These attacks are deliberate and well planned. And I think all of us saw the shocking visuals from Moradabad, where there was relentless, brutal, barbaric stone pelting, Taliban style, and where policemen were grievously injured. What was the fault of these policemen and the doctors? Their fault was that they were trying to save lives. And that too, the lives of people who were conspiring to kill them. Yes, not attack them, viewers. Kill them. Kill them. Let's not try and be politically correct about this. What is happening is not, as a film actor indulgently called them, these people who are in this video attacking the policemen, the film actor called them jokers. No. These are not jokers. These are murderers, killers. Because when 150 murderers in a mob attack 5 policemen, go tell the film actor they are not joking. Their intent is to kill. They want to kill. They want blood. They are indulging in bloodshed. Now, we are not focusing on this element of the battle enough, because we don't want to speak the truth. We want to swerve away from the facts. We don't want to be brutal in the expression of the fact, but I will be tonight. We have to ask ourselves that is it true that for political or vote bank reasons, several state governments are deliberately not being tough enough on these Taliban-type stone pelters? Why can't all of them impose the National Security Act like Yogi has done and collect these vandals and throw all of these murderous vandals into prison? Why not? Vote banks will be upset. So be it. Lose the vote banks, save the country. In Kaisarganj in Uttar Pradesh, despite a clear court order, a Maulvi organizes prayers. Why is the Maulvi or those who went for prayers allowed to get away? Or in Kalburgi, where a chariot pulling event continues with 100 people there? Question is, viewers, are the weakest aspects of our democracy being used? Are we letting religion become a shield for the offenders? Are we letting vote banks become a protective instrument for the offenders vis-a-vis the politicians? So my program tonight, in a way, all 2 hours of it, is against every violator. And I hope that you stand with me when we speak straight tonight, because in our collective national interest, you and I must stand up. And so I hope that when we open the phone lines, which I will for a while tonight, I hope you will speak up against the idiocy, the sheer idiocy of letting violations become an act of assertion. Or worse, violations become an act of daredevilry. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time we speak up. Debate number 1 tonight. 3 days into phase 2, this chalta hai attitude is back. We need to fight the chalta hai attitude. And debate number 1 tonight. You have a lockdown wedding. Kumaraswamy, former Chief Minister, says, And unfortunately, what you see here is a former Prime Minister of India violating lockdown rules. I think it would be excellent if a former Prime Minister were to be jailed for not abiding to lockdown rules. What do you think? I think it's a fantastic idea. And debate number 3 tonight, viewers. Stand up against the stone pelters. No more leeway, no more kid gloves. It's time to hit them back. All this and more is coming up, and here are the headlines this Monday evening on the Debate Tonight.
तो पिछले 7 दिनों को अगर डेटा देखते हैं तो हमारा डबलिंग रेट अब 6.2 डेज है.
The lockdown has worked. The doubling rate in India is now 6.2 days with more than 13% recoveries. No masks, no social distancing, all rules of lockdown broken in H.D. Kumaraswamy's son's wedding. Can't do without gourmet bread, foreign ice cream or shandesh this season. This lockdown season, we cannot let frivolous violations weaken our COVID battle. From Moradabad to Tonk, the COVID villains are spreading out. They cannot be spared. Punish them under the NSA.
जो उस दिन का हमला था, मुझे लगा वो सुनियोजित हमला था, क्योंकि जिस तरह से महिलाएं छत पर थीं और उनके पास ईंट पत्थर का इतना हजूम था. आपने शायद आज पढ़ा कि 3 गाड़ी ईंट पत्थर इकट्ठे हुए वहां से.
Doctor assaulted by frenzied mob in Moradabad reveals how the entire attack was pre-planned. Responsible for close to 27% corona cases, Maulana Saad now tries settling terms to the police. Ladies and gentlemen, on the 3rd day of the 2nd phase of the lockdown, we have the biggest violation. And do you know who's carried out the biggest violation? One of them is a former Prime Minister of India, and another, a former Chief Minister. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, former Prime Minister of India, Deve Gowda, has violated the lockdown. And along with him, his son, H.D. Kumaraswamy, whose son got married in a ceremony where all the rules that you and I are told to follow and are following, this former Prime Minister feels it's not for him or his family. All social distancing norms were thrown to the wind. And why is the BJP government in Karnataka going soft on this? Here is what happened 50 kilometers from Bengaluru. And then we debate.
When a dynast from a political family gets married in the time of COVID, you would expect it to be a low-key affair. That's what the former Chief Minister said on record while getting permission from the BJP-ruled Karnataka government.
ರಾಮನಗರ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆ ನನ್ನ ಅದೃಷ್ಟ. ನಾನು ಮೊದಲಿಂದ ರಾಮನಗರದಲ್ಲೇ ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಬಹುಶಃ ಇವತ್ತು ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಝೋನ್ ಆಗಿ ಇವತ್ತೇನು ರಾಮನಗರ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಈ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಝೋನ್ ಎಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳಾಗಬಾರದು. ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಏನೋ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು ನನಗೆ ರಾಮನಗರ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆ ಒಳಗೆ.
But even the photographs and videos strategically released by the Gowda family couldn't hide the truth. Watch how at least 40 people are huddled around the bride and the groom near the mandap inside their Ramanagaram farmhouse. None of them following social distancing. Forget about wearing masks and gloves. Now look at this photograph, a close-up of the bride and the groom. Look around them. You'll see at least 10 people in close proximity. Guests who arrived in their fancy cars didn't follow norms either. There were at least 4 people in each car. And 42 such cars were allowed. That makes it 168 people. Sources say at least 200 attended the ex-Prime Minister's grandson's wedding. No wonder the media wasn't allowed. Now contrast this with what happened to a couple that wanted to get married in Gujarat's Navsari. 14 members part of the wedding procession, including the priest, were booked.
We are 15 kilometers before the marriage venue and we are on the driveway towards Ramnagar. Ramnagar, which has been considered as a green zone. And you can see over here, this is a government road and it is not someone's private property, but the police are not allowing the media to pass this particular barricade. Every single vehicle is being stopped.
And two families from Rajasthan got their children based in Luxembourg and Paris married over a video calling platform while following rituals, but virtually.
हम लोगों ने ये सोचा कि क्यों ना टेक्नोलॉजी का यूज़ किया जाए और Zoom एप्लीकेशन से हम लोग कनेक्ट हों और ये शादी हम पूरी करें.
Bengaluru has 38 hotspots. At least 100 people travel from Bengaluru to attend this wedding in Ramanagaram, which is a green zone. As of now, 353 people have tested positive for coronavirus in Karnataka. But clearly, when it's about VVIPs, especially politicians who are slowly warming up to the ruling government, even lockdown norms can be diluted. Let's debate.
Gaurav Bhatia, practice what you preach and charity begins at home. The JDS is becoming closer to the BJP and everybody knows about the fact that both of you are building a fairly decent relationship. Now, does that mean that you allow this party to insult the people of India? We'll come to the pictures. To insult the people of India by breaking every rule that our Prime Minister speaks about when he comes on television?
Arnab, at the very outset, I think you're making a very pertinent point, and there have been blatant violations by the Kumaraswamy family. No social distancing, no mask worn by the guests, and I am as appalled as you are or any other citizen. I must put on record, without trying to even defend for a second, all the illegalities that have been committed, because I think the JDS spokesperson will be trying to defend them. But I must say the government will act. Deputy CM of Karnataka has already sought a report. That report would be given at the earliest, and then action will be taken against the perpetrators who
Gaurav,
tried.
thank you for your templated reply, but 1 second, I'd like to come in here. Can you please tell everyone who's watching, I would really love to see former Prime Minister Devegowda arrested. It would be fantastic and it would be a reassertion of the strength of our democracy if the former Prime Minister who led the breaking of rules. You see, in this country, a former Prime Minister is telling the people of India, go to hell. A former Prime Minister is telling 135 crore Indians that you may be suffering, but I got to have a little fun. I am going to walk in there, I'm going to take 40, 50 cars with me. I will break every single rule. I'm a former Prime Minister of India. And by the way, it's not only the people who were invited for the wedding, Smita. There were hundreds of people who were working at the site before that. This mandap, these arrangements, the security did not happen on its own. Hundreds of people were part of that. And what I feel worst about is that a former Prime Minister of India thinks that because one area is what he calls a green area, so he feels he has every right to go and break the rules in an area where there are few COVID cases. So he believes that it's his right to contaminate. Anyone else, Smita, would have been arrested by now. But then you see, rules apply for us, not for someone. Look at the picture there. Absolutely. Look at the Foolwala, Tentwala pictures. Did they come from this green zone? And by the way, people of Karnataka, I request you, Sagay Raj has done an excellent news report. Media in Bengaluru, media in Karnataka, if you're not reporting this in a big way, you should really apologize to all your viewers. Karnataka has recorded its highest spike of COVID cases in a single day today. And your former Prime Minister, along with his former Chief Minister, along with his father, a former Prime Minister of India, has essentially told all of you that the rules don't apply to him. Smita.
You know, Arnab, if I may indulge in a Kannada proverb, in Kannada we say, Bekku kannu muchi hal kudre jagatige gottagudilva, which means that if a cat closes its eyes and drinks milk, does it think that the world can't see? That's not true. Everybody has seen what has happened. Your reporter has reported that there were over 40 cars out there and over 100 people out there. So, the kind of privileged existence that the Gowdas lead, it puts even the Gandhis to shame actually. Because, Mr. Deve Gowda, being a former Prime Minister, as you correctly said, should have had more of a responsibility, a social responsibility he owes to the people of Karnataka. He should have been a beacon of light. He should have been following instructions and making sure people follow instructions. Here he is breaking every law and the entitlement of this family, and you try and say anything to them, they will say, oh, I am Mannina Maga, son of the soil, farmer's son, don't say anything to me, you people are, you say all kinds of things to us, it is not applicable to us, and they break every law. How? And I want to know how they got permission. Mr. Bhatia is turning around and saying that Minister will get a report. Excuse me, but no. This is not it.
How did they get permission?
Firstly, to go to Ram more than 50
How is a former Prime Minister breaking the rules set by our current Prime Minister?
So even Mr.
How is a former Prime Minister breaking the rules set by our present Prime Minister?
Okay. So, Arnab, no one is above law, and in this case,
let's fix his audio first, Tanveer, before, otherwise, I won't be able to hear him properly. Yes, Gaurav, go on. We'll fix your audio till then. Yeah, go on, Gaurav. How is a former Prime Minister breaking the rules?
Okay.
So your government, why can't you issue an FIR against Deve Gowda? Why don't you issue an FIR? Why don't you start an investigation against Deve Gowda? Deve Gowda, former Prime Minister.
That is exactly what I started with, Arnab.
You've taken no action against him so far.
Remark, and he has brought it on record.
But you allowed it. Why did you allow this wedding to take place? Why did you allow this wedding to take place? I know lots of people whose weddings have been cancelled, who are being told, no, this is not the time, after the lockdown, come back to us. Why did you allow this wedding to take place?
Okay. So,
no, why did you allow this wedding to take place when I know there are thousands of people whose weddings have been cancelled? For a former Prime Minister, you broke the rules. I want to know why your state government, it gave the permission, it allowed the venue, it sent security there. There were hundreds of people working on the spot. You allowed many, many cars to enter the area. Is this how you motivate the people of India, Gaurav Bhatia? There is no social distancing for Neta families. I've already seen what happened in Mumbai, where a charlatan who is also a scamster was given passes, and you were there thundering black and blue that night saying, how did the DHFL family break the rules? But what have you done in Karnataka? With what face will you go to the people of India now and tell them to follow the rules?
Your concerns are very valid.
Pardon me?
I can assure all the viewers. Can I
you are assuring them, but the deed is done. Have you seen what happened?
Can I complete my statement, please?
Have you? You need to lock them down.
After the report comes, no matter and Gaurav who has broken
and you don't want me to intervene.
No, I want you to speak, Tanveer. Relax.
I will be done.
I can't hear you. Get his phone on the audio line.
He's a former chief minister. He's a public servant because he's an MLA as of now. And it is
can you hear me?
I can hear you. Bring the phone closer to you.
In the interest of the country,
I have got this phone much closer to me. Can I speak, please?
He didn't do that.
Yeah, but you have no idea. 1 second. Tanveer, before you speak and try to defend it, let me tell you that you should not try to defend the indefensible. Today, there are pictures which are showing people, all these people are clung together in a circle. They are not in the ceremony. They are violating every social distancing norm. So social distancing, why does that not apply to this family? And secondly, Karnataka makes wearing masks in public compulsory. Now this is not even in public. This is in a VVIP ceremony. Is Deve Gowda, former Prime Minister, in a mask? Is the former Prime Minister's wife, family, the couple in a mask? You can see a priest on the right-hand corner of the screen.
Why was in Haveri, why were people lathi charged? Why were people in Haveri and Kalaburgi lathi
can
charged?
I answer, please?
Why were these people not lathi
think
charged?
you know all the answers,
Why is Haveri
please answer
common
behalf
people
of everybody.
lathi charged? In Kalaburgi,
No,
people
Smita, if
are
you
made
think
to
you
do
know all the
Uttarakhand.
answers, you answer behalf of everybody,
How come
please.
Karnataka government
We
does
will all
that
be
in
news
Kalaburgi
spectators.
and in Haveri, but not to the
You come
Kumaraswamy and
every
Gowda
day. You come every day on television channel just to say go gaga about Narendra Modi ji. I don't know if at all this is a question which is spoken to me. Let me answer it, please. Have some patience to listen.
You don't teach me patience. You broke the rules. The former Prime Minister should be under arrest. And let me tell you one thing.
But I need to tell her that Satyada Baladinda Satyada Kedu Nodaya. I am sure if at all you understand Kannada, you would be in a better position to understand what I spoke about. And second thing, all the norms, WHO norms, the doctors, the people who were there, everybody was tested. The temperature was recorded. They were sanitized.
Temperature is recorded. So you can organize a big mela if you record people's temperature. You can violate social distancing. You will not wear masks. You will call people there. You'll bring 42 cars. You'll put up a big place out there. How are crowds attending the place? How are crowds attending in that place? Which religious scripture says that you need to have crowds in a place? Why were there 15 photographers at the event? There were 15 photographers at the event. There were 15 photographers at the event. I'll show you there. There are 15 photographers at the event. Not one, not two. 15 photographers and videographers clung together, virtually on top of each other. What wedding ceremony requires so many cameramen? That also without PPEs. Why were there so many camera persons there? Why were our policemen turned into valets? Our policemen had to save the people or become valets? At the former chief minister and former prime minister's wedding in the middle of a lockdown is the height of irresponsibility. You should be ashamed of yourself. Stuffed cars are allowed to fly. Cars stuffed with people. Cars stuffed with people. No concern for the traffic rules. Which rule says that you can take? Which rule says? Tanvir, the car decorated for the wedding is moving. In the pictures, you can see it is filled to the brim. There is a man in a vest in the front seat. There is a child in the lap of the man without wearing a seat belt on the front seat. There are brazen violations of social distancing, every traffic rule. And don't you understand this? The policemen, go tell the former Prime Minister today that Arnab said this. Tell the Deve Gowda that I said it. I don't care if he's a former Prime Minister. I am telling him. He should understand. I tell the former Prime Minister, tell him that. Bring him on the line. Bring the former Prime Minister on the line with me right now. Tell him to give us a call. Tell the former Prime Minister, I'm telling you, the policemen are on the front line of the COVID battles and they are overworked and overstretched. They are not there. It is disgusting. It is disgusting, Tanvir, that they were turned into virtual valets for a wedding in the middle of a lockdown. Because you said the date can't be changed. You know how many ordinary Indians' wedding dates have been changed?
Since you are asking so many questions, let me
I am telling you how many Indians have changed their wedding dates. How many Indians can have a wedding like this? Smita, let us ask him that question. How many Indians can have a wedding like this today? How many Indians will get permission for cars? Will have policemen standing there on duty?
The superstition of this that they have to hold the wedding right now. What about Nikhil? What about Nikhil? He stood for election. He's a young man, right? He went about crying about how the BJP got together and defeated him in Mandya and made it into a prestige issue. He's a young man. He should have told his father and grandfather that no, when the rest of the country is practicing this lockdown, when sons and daughters cannot meet their parents in the same city because of certain rules, I, as a young man, as a young citizen of this state and country, I will hold up this thing and I will not get married now. Let the lockdown be over and I will get married. What kind of superstition is this of having a pavitra date and an unpavitra date?
The people of Karnataka are not going to accept this, Smita.
What venom? Who's talking about venom?
You are putting the venom.
Don't use these kind of filmy dialogues that you are using about venom. This is not about venom. One is just saying, where is this person's social responsibility? Why did he have to do this? This is social responsibility of a youth.
No, one sec. Let's nail him. One sec. Let's nail him. One minute. Smita, Smita, I tell you one minute. Smita, let's nail him. Let's nail this guy. Tanveer right now is speaking too much. First of all, viewers, I'm telling you, if you have the guts, tell the former Prime Minister to get on the line with me right now. Tell him. You've got more than one phone. Go call him and tell him Arnab wants you on the call right now.
Arnab, you have his direct number. You can really get him.
I don't have his direct number.
And you let us know.
I don't have. You give it to me. I'll call him right now.
Listen to the eyes of Bill Clinton, Mr. Devegowda, and gave an answer to Bill Clinton. I don't think he would be really shying away from answering your questions.
You're being childish. You're being childish. I want to laugh at what you're saying. I want to ask you a couple of questions.
I can really place it.
Look into the eyes of Bill Clinton. You're sounding like a circus trainer. Listen to me. Now I want to ask you a couple of questions here, right?
What does Bill Clinton have to do with this wedding?
Yeah. I mean, the fact is that I know someone. I have received a message today. I know someone I'm not naming, also from Karnataka, by the way. I'll tell you one thing. I know someone also from Karnataka. Their daughter was getting married. I have got a message this morning. From the person. I have got a message this morning from the person, and the message said, I have somebody in my office whose wedding got cancelled, and I got a message saying, stay tuned, due to the ongoing pandemic, the wedding celebrations have been postponed. We'll let you know the date soon, take care. I've got the message on my phone, but of course, Devegowda, different kettle of fish, right? So tell him to call me. Now I want to ask you something, Tanveer. Gaurav, why are you quiet? Why did you allow it? Why did you allow it? Why did you allow it? I want to know. The Prime Minister tells us a different thing every day, but you allowed this. Your state government, Yediyurappa, allowed it. Why? Will you file a case against Yediyurappa also? You should call him. I know you're calling him. Tell him that Arnab wants to speak to you. Tell him that Arnab wants to speak to you. He's getting a call right now from his boss. Telling him, who called you? Devegowda? Who called you? Tanveer?
Arnab, I called them. Since you were daring, I have called them.
What did you tell him?
I told them, let us really make the discussion. Arnab,
if you call Devegowda right now on the phone, why don't you connect him to me right now? No, I don't want a number on the phone. I am asking you clearly, tell him to call me. And my question is, Smita, let me ask you, Tanveer. You know what happens? You say that 60 to 70 people were there in the wedding. I want to ask you, did Mr. Kumaraswamy put up the mandap himself? I am told there were 50 people who came, 100 people who came and put up that whole place. I am told there was 150 people from the event management team, 15 videographers. There were over 100 people part of the catering service. So the total gathering was of 400 people. Please wipe the smile off your face and explain to me. I've got pictures.
No, I'm not wiping
I have right
the smile.
now. You know, Smita, I said we sent our camera team there. You see the pictures of the truck. I have a tweet. I want to read it. Small gathering, huh? 1 second. Small gathering. There's somebody who's messaged me right now saying, Narendra Bhag has said, my daughter's marriage fixed for 5th April was cancelled because of lockdown. We incurred huge losses in pre-booked arrangements. Narendra ji, you see, you will go through this, not a former Prime Minister. Amit Lal has said, I'm locked down and separated from families for more than a month. I want to go home and get united with my family. Punish Kumaraswamy family or give me a pass to go home. You see, this is what happens. You are slapping the people on their face. You brought 42 cars in. Why is he putting down the phone? Can you hear me, Tanveer? 42 cars were permitted for this wedding. Why? Why? 42 cars, 4 people each. How many people is that? 168. Are 168 people getting married? Tanveer Ahmed lost the line or put the phone down? Gaurav Bhatia, you tell me. Why did you give this permit? The Ramnagar district collector, reporting to your government, permitted movement of 42 vehicles, but many more whizzed past. With Kumaraswamy escorting them, you have allowed the cruelest violation of the lockdown during the pandemic. Why? And will they take responsibility if cases emerge in a green zone which was COVID-free? You know, when people come there, their staff comes, VVIPs come, security people come, cars come, drivers come, personal staff comes. Why did you take a chance with a green zone? Why in a green zone? Why in a green zone? The country is fighting so hard.
Arnav, you have a very valid point. We all know that there have been violations. And one thing I can just assure the viewers and the country, that action will be taken against the person and nobody is above law. And second, you know, we are all touched by the responsible, beautiful couple that you showed.
There were 8 conditions to which the Kumaraswamy family was asked to follow, and they did not follow. They did not follow. There were conditions in the letter. The condition was everybody should maintain social distance. A condition was everybody who attends the marriage should be wearing masks. Where were all these? All these conditions were followed. Were followed or not followed?
The report is a must.
Report kya hoga bhai? If coronavirus will not wait for a report, Smita.
Mr. Bhatia,
when people have been identified,
these platitudes, what will happen? You know, what is this action will be taken? No, what action will be taken? You will transfer some poor IAS officer or you will transfer some IPS officer and say, oh, he gave permission. Some scapegoat will be found, no? No politician ever pays the price, sir.
Got it. No. No, you are giving me templated replies. You know better than that. Viewers, I really believe right now one of the biggest violators of lockdowns are the VVIPs. And the more privileged, quote-unquote, economically privileged people. These are the people. It's the privileged class which is breaking the rules. It's the privileged class which says we will walk in the park. It is the privileged class which says we will walk within our housing society. It is the privileged class which says open the decks, open the gardens. We need to take the dogs out for a walk. It's the privileged class which behaves like this. And ladies and gentlemen, it is this privileged class. It is this privileged class which is showing the greatest indiscipline. And let me tell you, if you have an opportunity to expose the privileged class which believes taking their dogs out for a walk or maintaining their aerobic exercises by walking on the decks of their buildings is part of, you know, getting through this phase, this is unacceptable. They are as much to blame as Deve Gowda. And ladies and gentlemen, as of this minute,
Nobody called
as of this minute, I will talk to him, don't worry. I am inviting him one-to-one. Okay, 10 o'clock. Okay, we'll call him. Okay, we'll call him. Okay, we'll call him. We'll call him. Thank you very much.